Oh, hi everyone. Let's see. It is Thursday, November 13th, and we're in such a potent time of restoration and relaxation, but also the guides are saying the accumulation of what you have accumulated heretofore is coming into condensation. Those are their words. So you all, as lifelong students of the universe, believe it or not, you've been accumulating a lot of data from your experiences. And now think about how condensation does appear on a glass or on a cup or out in nature on a leaf when it freezes. And so a lot of your soul higher experiences are being condensed. I might have made a new word, condensed into form in you, for you, by you. This is a form of alchemization, if you will, if you would like to think of it like that, because for these actually generations of you have been accumulating wisdom, pulling it in, bringing it through the ages for this new golden era, which is upon us all. And this is Mother Mary. This is Mother Mary. And so think of yourselves as you talk about the need or desire or calling to sit in stillness. Some of you are not called to that. That's perfect. Either way, think of it as a desire by your true self to form a more perfect union within you, made up of the foundational codes, you can call it, the foundational energetic aspects of you that are ready to play in the new golden era. And we don't speak of the new golden era very often heretofore, but it's here and it's becoming enlightened across the planet because of light workers like you who have had such persistence and diligence in maintaining your focus and maintaining your inquiries and maintaining your steadfast love of the game of it, of yourself, of humanity, of the heavens, of nature, of what nature is on this planet. And so as you delight more and more and more in the simple delights of this earth plane, where things have come together in form for you to experience the birds, the trees, the food, the cars, the engines, the stoplights, everything. As you come into more awareness now, this is happening within you, where you are, consider it like your own bricks and mortar self is in a state of cohesion into oneness codes. You've been drawing in all of this in the name and in the name of oneness codes of the one Christ light that you are. Let's say that in other words. You've been culminating, culling, sifting, sorting, saying yes, saying no, eschewing, bringing in, calling forth, intending for your one, the one that you are, the one that is God, goddess in form, to be in cohesion and to be known as you, as the one that you are, as the one that you are. You already are that. Your awareness, turn your awareness to the oneness that you have been forming into in a brand new cellular and stellar way. So you all have come to be the masters of creation in form, and creation that is tied, and well, that knows it's tied to the star systems and planets as much as this body and this earth. And that is that's a delicate balance. It's not an easy feat to be the one who knows herself as star blessed, heaven sent, heaven brought, and also earthbound, earthly, embodied, and knowing the earth as her or his home away from home. And to stay in oneness with all of that is what you are mastering. That's why it's wobbly sometimes. That's why you've been calling away the filters, the things that you have cleared away were just filters of the ancient civilization that kept creeping forward and creeping forward and creeping forward as humanity, as humanity's essence. And now there's a new humanity's essence, which is fundamentally of the Christ light, as you're saying, as you're knowing. And that light is very broad, it's very multifaceted, and it contains all the colors of the universe, the likes of which you'll not see with the naked eye for some time, but you will. And those of you enjoying the aurora borealis this week are getting a taste of some of the new dimensionality that you will experience on this earth plane in the everyday. And some of you already are. The tintillating experiences of magic dust sprinkled on the land. That is what we would encourage you to bend your ear towards and soften your gaze so that you can perceive and be in recognition and awe and wonder of, like a child just seeing for the first time a new bouquet of roses in front of her in the springtime, where there was snow before. So it's far more complex than this, but we don't mean to make it more complicated than the knowing. When you can stay in the knowing that the divine one that is you is here fully lighting up. So you might start to see and experience yourself as the Christed one that you are, with new light appearing to shine forth from you, with new light appearing to be visible within you, with, for instance, sensations in your body, healing hands, a voice that changes and shifts, eyesight that changes and shifts, a new calling to sing or let your voice be heard in a new way for yourself or others. There are myriad ways that the lightness of being is touching you and will touch you continually. And even if you're experiencing what you experience heretofore as pain, or some would even say suffering, know that is a body in transition into this new alignment. And the body and the neurotransmitters might only know the sensation as, for instance, pain, or as, for instance, some kind of suffering. So as you are in the expression of feeling different feelings and emotions and thoughts, but also sensations, if you can soften into the permeable state of allowance that this too shall pass, and that the body needs to assimilate into its new understanding as well, because many of you are used to living in a rather fragmented state where there are very clear definitions of black and white, of pain or suffering or not. There needs to be the allowance of the experience of movement gently and softly into, well, maybe it's not exactly what I thought it was. Maybe it's actually my body getting used to a higher vibration. Maybe it's my body getting used to the healed state that I already created and called in. Maybe it's my body shifting some of the structure or the organs or the bones or the tissues structurally, you could say, amending them to a higher causality and a higher frequency to hold your oneness self, your highest consciousness. Because you know now your highest consciousness, you will have a knowing of that. Oh, wow. And your body is learning to play with you in that. Gosh, that just suddenly touches me. It makes it seem different than I thought. Please bear with me a moment. So the so so learning like a child, if you want to think of yourselves, where a child learning to walk gets used to these legs that suddenly lift her up and let her move forward, or a child lets his hand for the first time pick up something and put it in his own mouth. It's kind of like that. Get used to your body experiencing the Christ light. It's literally the Christ light. It's literally your own conscious, highest vibrational light. Sort of for the first time, because what has been happening while you've been experiencing it, you've gone in and out of the morphogenetic field. For instance, you've been in the morphogenetic field in meditation and gatherings such as these, and then you leave these gatherings and it's difficult to maintain, and then you fall back into more denseness. And now it's time to realize and make real the reality that you can, your systems, your body can maintain the light frequencies that you are. And certainly right now, these codes that you're knowing are moving towards the earth and are moving through the earth. Those are all designed to help the body right now become the new multidimensional version of itself. And as you know, that's not a tiny task. And they keep showing me the Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, and it's always been shown to me that version of the perfect human, that version is on paper or parchment and it's two-dimensional. That version is becoming infinite dimensional. Wow, infinite dimensional. So multidimensional. If it were to come to life, it wouldn't just be like a model in front of you. It would be more like a flowy disc, a combination of a disco ball human and a flowy light, refracting out to your creation, but also able to maintain and also able to receive. So there's not really a model for that yet that we can use to explain it, but we think you might get the idea if you can imagine the human body at once shining out in all directions, but also receiving from all directions, and that means receiving impulses or codes or information, and then sending out what it wants to emit into the reality. And you're learning that what it means to be the creator in this space, in this type of in this way. Some of you call it a simulation, and that's not far off, but it's an experience of being creator light in form, again, having condensed yourself into this beautiful, bountiful, blissful form that knows itself as God, goddess, creator, and also human, and also earth, and also divine, and star, and of the stars. So you know, you've learned and assimilated all of those understandings, but we want you to cast your awareness to the exploration of life as that. So taking it all in, when you look at different colors, or you look at nature, or look at other people, taking it in that there's so much more than meets the eye, and softening so that you can see it in that way. And it might be useful to go out into the world, to a park or a bench or the ocean or wherever you are, and soften and and soften and experience looking at everything with a fresh gaze, with no idea what things really are. For instance, if you're sitting on a park bench and you connect with a tree, go for the experience of experiencing the veins in the leaves, and the bark that actually is alive, that moves, or that glows or shimmers in different colors ethereally, or the inside of the tree that has a heart center that is so rich and that flows water up and down. And you might tune in with the water flow within the tree, delivering water and minerals to the leaves, and back down again. You see that all of that has always been going on with the world and the things in the world, but your senses haven't been able to perceive them. And so slowing down to perceive the minutia might just be a way for you to start to understand and reflect back to yourself how you're operating. And then you might even be able to go into the minutia within your own body and see the shifts and understand the reality of it in a new way. So with that, what we would like to do to assist in this assimilation is to bring your awareness to your light body and your physical body at this time in a way that allows you to adjust and continue adjusting, with the intention to continue to adjust to the new frequencies that are coming through the sun, coming through Three-Eye Atlas, coming through you, coming through the Earth's sphere in myriad ways. There are so many ways. It's also moving through the golden grid. So we would like to invite you to allow yourselves to a little bit of respite from this thinking and acknowledgement of yourselves as works of art, and works of art in process of being known unto yourselves, if you don't mind. So all of the Sophia Ascended Masters and many others are gathered around this sacred circle, whether you're listening to the recording or here in person. We always include anyone who has the ears to hear. And we, the Sophia Dragon Tribe, are innately aware and inherently aware of the ways that ascension does affect the body, because we have experienced it myriad times, and with you in many generations. So we are here to enact an opportunity to create a covenant with yourself that is a sort of a new agreement with yourself, to soften and to start to appreciate the glow that you are and the light that you are in a new way. Because if you can do one thing, which would be to appreciate the glow, appreciate the transformation that you're in, much like a butterfly in a chrysalis, but now you could say you're in the stage of spreading your wings and perhaps starting to fly or getting prepared to fly. That would be the stage we might suggest you look at yourselves in. If you would dare to soften even more, to then allow the burgeoning, the birthing, the blessing forward of more of your inherent creation. So with that, Katyanama Tyananaka, we'd invite you to allow the golden light of pure love, of pure Christ light to surround you from source, from your source connection, to feel yourself surrounded in warm gold, particles of gold, flowing gold, a combination. For you have alchemized so much, beloveds, and this is the result. It wasn't long ago when you couldn't even imagine something like that. But allow yourself to be experiencing yourself in a golden morphogenetic field of your own birthing, of your own creation. It doesn't have boundaries. It simply has cohesiveness that comes from your heart center, your bones, your blood, your being, and really doesn't know limitation. Katyana namaka ayaka atyanawa. And the goddess Isis, the goddess who teaches alchemization on every level, is with you now. And her wings are crossed in front of her as she's showing you. You may imagine her or be seeing her with her wings crossed in front of you, seeing her as she mirrors what you can do, which is to command from your heart and from your solar plexus and from your root and your sacral chakra, command the knowing of a column of light that expands from your center, from your belly, straight up to the heavens, to source, and it's gold, and straight down, connected, attaching, proactively connecting with the golden grid around the planet, and letting that assimilate. So another way to say this would be to be imagining shining one of those tremendously bright spotlights that herald something new in the night sky. Imagine shining that from your heart straight upwards to source and straight down, connecting with the golden grid of the earth. See, you're the creator of it. You're the creator of the experience of knowing yourselves as this source. And this is your golden pillar of light, of self, of oneness. It's a gift that you've brought and you're bringing to humanity, by the way. It's something that you as a light worker said yes to, becoming aware of this alchemized state of you. And it's something that you share readily when you activate yourself. Hina ma'a. And the arms, the wings of Isis are still crossed across her chest, which energetically you're doing because you're gestating this connection right now. So start to feel it or see it and let the golden light flow through your veins, your arteries, your cells, the waters in your body, the primordial waters. Let it flow all the way down to your toes, through the toes. Let it flow down your arms into your fingers. Pure gold, pure source, pure you. And let it flow up from your heart into your shoulders and throat and neck and head. And let your body be filled with this primordial light. This is the light of creation. Sophia light, Sophia God, Goddess light. It's an amalgamation of who you are and all that you are. And we'll take a few moments here to let this light assimilate into the areas of the body where there's a call for restoration, for reprogramming, adjustment, healing, nurturing. So we're going to spend some time luxuriating in this within the body. Your soul knows exactly what you need. Hira paka ainiawa atianawa. You're allowing yourself to birth anew these sensations and this filled up sense as a conduit of the Christ light, Christus, flowing through the primordial waters of your body. Katia nama awetia naka aya. And if you would please envision a halo around your head. There's a golden, pure golden halo that's always been there. We always see it on you, just like you see it on us. And that's lighting up, that contains the source codes of creation for your specific thumbprint of you. It contains your blueprint, pure and simple. And it holds you, it holds your third eye in immaculate conception, and it holds your encoding, codes for the duration of this lifetime. Wow. Hina Tianama. And it's a halo that's around your head. It's not above your head as you sometimes see. It's rather around the top of your head, above the third eye, surrounds where there's a crystalline lotus blossoming as your crown. Katyanamana. And your crown is becoming assimilated to this golden pillar of source, Christus, oneness, light that you are. And now you're going to activate each chakra with this same light. So moving to the third eye center, the pineal gland, and all the glands, Hina Ania Pakaya, a deep purple blue lotus, blossoming and sparkling with your own touch. Turning violet, Hina Apaka Ania. And now the throat chakra as a lotus, blossoming open, connected with that blue purple that has flowed down into it. Ki Anadinawa, sparkling, crystalline, open. Your voice is your command center, and the way you express your needs and desires and the way you share. So don't hold back. Let it be free. Like a songbird, like a sphinx, like a phoenix, like a dog, like anything you prefer. And that throat chakra light, blue, deep blue and purple, moves down into your shoulders and high chest, and it activates the golden crystal in your high heart, in the center of your breastbone. This is a particularly important activation of the high heart, and there Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary have activated a ruby in the center of everybody's high heart, in the center of the breastbone, and just let that be known. The ruby light of the Magdalene, the ruby light of the goddess. You all contain it. It's all part of your genetic genome. It's your own Magdalene ruby. Activated whilst the ascended master, known as Mary Magdalene, assists you to activate that through the front of your chest into the back high heart. And you might see a column running across from the front to the back. It's a very healing energy. And now, as that's becoming known and activated, the heart, the green, emerald green heart center is already lit. Visualize the lit up crystalline green lotus bedazzled, dazzling you with its elegance, with its knowing, its crystalline light, in oneness as you. And below that, the solar plexus, bright, bright lemon yellow, crystalline, bubbling lotus, receiving your own Christ attunement. I am that I am. It says it's emblazoning that, knowing I am that I am, and that chakra center. And below that, the orange, bright orange, like a navel orange, sacral center in the center of the pelvis, flourishing open with the dantian at the center, sparkling and crystalline. Beautiful orange crystalline lotus. And the root chakra below that, connected with the coccyx, the hips, the legs, the femurs, Kira, the feet, the calves and shins. And that root chakra, it's a lotus at the top inside the pelvis, and then it expands down like a cone, like an upside down cone around your legs, Tina Amania. And that is helping you plug into the golden crystalline grid of the earth with your central light column, Kita Namaniaka. And then the roots, the heart of Gaia rises up to wrap around your feet. As you send your golden light into her grid, she comes up and meets you, wrapping her roots, her heart around your feet. So you see, it's a beautiful symbiotic relationship of give and take, give and receive for both. And this is an activation of the pyramid of you that you might return to during these days of transformation and adjustment to the new light, to the new you, to the new essence, and the new ways that you're going to be reverberating and experiencing the goddess light through you, which will be harmonizing with the God light. The masculine, feminine dichotomy becomes harmonized in these times. Kina atinamaniawa, in oneness, all in oneness, all for oneness. And Isis in front of you now expands her wings out, and she says, do the same. Let your wings softly, softly expand, softly open, softly be. For you are an illuminated one because you illuminated yourself and you allowed yourself to be illuminated over and over and over again. And you'll continue to do so. In the name of the light, all the light that there is and all the light that you are. Namaste. We are with you. We are with you. We are with you. You can come back to this recording at any time. Namaste.